Hey everyone, so in this video I'm going to be going over how to use the midpoint formula and when to use the midpoint formula. The first point is just when do we use the midpoint formula? And as you can see here, we use it whenever we want to find the exact middle or midpoint between two different points on a coordinate plane. So this could be maybe you have a map on a coordinate plane and you want to find the exact midpoint between two different cities. Maybe you're building something and you want to place a new building directly in the middle of two old buildings, so it's not off to one side. Those are a couple examples of when you might want to use the midpoint formula. So today we're going to go over an example of using the midpoint formula. And I'm just going to pick 2 points on the coordinate plane. Here, let's do a negative one. So we'll do 1 point here. This will be point A, and it'll be -3, because we had to count 3 to the left, +2. And then let's do another point, point B. And we'll say point B, let's say it's +5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't know, up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here's point B. It is 5, 7. So the midpoint formula is going to tell us what point is exactly in between these 2 points. If I drew a line segment in there, what would be the middle of that line segment? And what we need to do is we just need to substitute these into the formula down here. So we have our first point, that's going to be point A. It's -3, 2. And then we've got our second point, B. That x coordinate is 5. The y coordinate is 7. Now we're going to substitute in. So we're just going to take this same formula and replace it with the information we have. So we have m equals parentheses, and then we have this x1. We know that x1 from what we wrote up here is -3. So it's -3 plus x2, which we have over here, 5. So -3 plus 5, and this is all divided by 2. Then we have a comma, and we do the same thing over here. We find y1. y1 in this case is 2. It's the y coordinate of our point. y2 plus y2, which is 7. This is the step most people make mistakes on. They're substituting in the wrong numbers in the wrong spots here. So I always like to do exactly what I did over here and say, okay, before I even start the problem, what's point 1? It's A in this case, -3, 2. So my x1 is -3, my y1 is 2. And we do the same thing with x2 and y2. They're going to come from my second point, whatever that point is. Now I just go through and need to follow the mathematical order of operations in order to get the answer. So what is -3 plus 5? That's going to be +2 divided by 2. What is 2 plus 7? That's going to be 9 divided by 2. And now this becomes, after a little bit of division, 2 divided by 2 is of course the same thing as just 1. And 9 divided by 2 is going to be 4.5. So this is going to be our final answer. We don't add them together at the end. We don't multiply them. We have 2 points or 2 numbers because it tells us 1 point. The first number is the x coordinate. We go over 1. The second one is the y coordinate. It tells us to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. And for this example, the midpoint would be 1, 4.5. And you can see that this midpoint looks about right. It looks like it's exactly in between A and B, and it is exactly in between A and B. That's what the midpoint formula does for us. If you have any questions about that or need help, just send me an email, and good luck.